Government warplanes conducted a series of airstrikes in the city of Raqqa, an ISIL stronghold. One of the targets struck was a popular market. It's believed anywhere from 60 to 80 people were killed, including some children. Now, this comes as Kurdish militias taking the fight to ISIL have begun to change the map in Syria, pushing toward autonomy. CCTV's Alaa Ebrahim has more.
It is hard to believe, but we are in Syria. Slowly but surely, anything here that identifies this place as part of the Syrian Arab Republic is being erased. This region is now in effect under the control of the Kurdish militias, known as the People's Protection Units, or the YPG. And all along the border with Turkey, one can see the flag of their internal security force, the Asayish. This is Al-Qamishli city behind me, and the city remains to be under the Syrian government control. These areas here to the south were recently regained by the Syrian army along with YPG, the People's Protection Units, the Kurdish militias in that area. Qamishli is the capital of the Kurdish district, even though officially it is under the control of the Syrian government. Further proof of how elusive and complicated the Syrian war is. The seemingly calm atmosphere does not take away from the tension of the war nearby. Placards hailed the Kurdish resistance in nearby Kobani and promised death to ISIL and its supporters.
ISIL wants to send us back to the medieval age, but we want to create another model here in our district. We don't want to separate from Syria, but we want a situation of self-autonomy. We want a democratic administration, but with a force like ISIL on the rise, this seems difficult.
As we travel along the Turkish borders under the protection of Asayish, tight security measures and security checks remind us that even with armed escorts, trust runs short here.
We started off the day.
The Kurdish areas are divided into 3 cantons in Syria: Cesar, Kobani, and Afrin, all bordering Turkey, the Kurds' arch enemy. The Kurds accuse Turkey of helping ISIL become the military force it is now. The Kurds call the district Rohavi, meaning the West, reminding us that they see themselves as part of a larger Kurdistan carved out of Syria, Turkey, Iraq, and Iran. And with thousands of kilometers to protect, I ask the fighters escorting me how they plan to hold their land.
With every house providing one volunteer, at least we can defend Rohavi. ISIL doesn't scare us, especially after our brothers in Kobani managed to stop them.
Making our way into the offices of Kurdish officials, we often see the pictures of imprisoned Kurdish leader Abdullah Öcalan, a man many believe lost his freedom in a game of international power play. There are fears that this Kurdish district in Syria could have the same fate. Alaa Ebrahim, CCTV, Qamishli.